Hi, Ginny with Nutrition University. Today we are finally here. We made it to the #1 struggle that most people have with nutrition. And I will bet, because it is the #1, that you can identify with this too. The #1 struggle is with carbs, sugar, and cravings. Oh my gosh, I crave carbohydrates, I crave sugar, I crave all these foods that I know are not good for me, and I can't control it. Given the current state of nutrition in the headlines, I'm not surprised by this at all, because we see things like low carb and carbohydrates are evil and carbohydrates are what make you fat. None of that is true. Carbohydrates do not make you fat. Processed food, as a general rule, whether it's processed carbs, fats, or protein, are detrimental to your health. But whole plant foods that are mostly made of carbohydrates are very, very good for you. Why? Because they have the nutrition that your body needs. If you are currently eating a standard American diet, which is full of processed foods, means you're eating out a lot and you're getting maybe 1, maybe 2 servings of fruits and veggies a day if you're lucky, your body is triggering cravings because it is crying out desperately for some kind of nutrition. And it thinks that if it gives you these cravings, if it gets more calories in somewhere in there, there might be some little bit of nutrition that it can hold on to. And that's not what's happening, because you don't necessarily know any better, so you're constantly giving your body what it doesn't need, and you're filling it with lots of calories, which may mean that you're gaining weight, or at a minimum not losing weight, but you're not actually getting any nutrition in. So you're not getting fiber, you're not getting vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, the things that your body really needs to thrive. So what happens? We see all these headlines, we think we're not supposed to eat any carbohydrates, we're racked with guilt as soon as we eat that piece of fruit. How do we break the cycle? How do we break all of these cravings? Because it can seem totally overwhelming. It feels like you have absolutely no control over what you're doing, and it feels like everything that you do with nutrition is wrong. Am I right? There is a way. Your body is looking for homeostasis, which means pretty much a place of health and balance, which again is why it's triggering these cravings for more food, because it's hoping that it will get more nutrition in with the foods that you are eating. When that doesn't happen, the cycle continues and we end up in kind of a mess. And I know what you're thinking. Homeostasis means that I want to be healthy, not my body. My body wants pizza, chocolate, and donuts. And like I said, for right now, you might be right. So how do you make the change? One step at a time. Like everything else I've talked about so far in Nutrition University, it all starts with one step. When you decide that you are ready to make a change and you want to beat the carbs and the sugar and the cravings, start by taking one step. Drink that 1 more glass of water. Have that piece of fruit, especially if you're craving something sweet. Try having some berries. Try having, even if it means that you're having strawberries that have got a little bit of sugar on them, you're getting the strawberries in. It's step 1 on your way to getting to a place where you can have strawberries right out of the box, meaning the container, and you can just eat them with no sugar at all. But if that's what's going to get you started, then go ahead and do it. But when you're having those cravings, take a moment to try and turn it around. I like to talk about that moment between the stimulus and the response. So if the stimulus is the craving and the response is I eat junk food, what can I do in that moment in between? Often we throw our hands up and we say, you know what, there's nothing I can do, I'm craving it, I have to have it. Maybe. But maybe we can stop in between those 2 moments, take a deep breath, maybe go and get a glass of water. Because often when our body is triggering us to eat, we really are thirsty. Take that glass of water, take a moment, go to the refrigerator, and hopefully there is some kind of fruit or vegetable in there that you can eat. If not, think about putting something onto your list so that you can go shop so that you can then be there. This does not have to all change overnight, and it does not have to change today. But it can start with that first step. So what is that one step that you're going to take? What are you going to do today to start to beat those carbs and sugar cravings tomorrow? I just gave you a whole list of things to do, right? We can start by having some fruit when we're craving something sweet. We can stop in between that stimulus for the craving, and we can make a better decision on what we really want. We can maybe have some high fiber bread that's going to fill us up. Put a little bit of jam on that bread. Again, is that the best option for you? No. Is it a way better option than having a pack of chips? Yes. Remember, we're trying to make a change, and change does not happen overnight. It happens as a process. Start taking your steps today, and we'll see you tomorrow.